Okay, welcome to part 3 of what, over this period of time. We've got one more after this. And we're still looking at the Lord's Prayer. It says, give us our daily bread. Wow. We normally go to the shop for it. But the petitions here explicitly relate to things, requests for ourselves. And the first thing, bread, is a term for all food, because we need to have food. So it's praying for people to have what we need to exist. Back then, it was different. You didn't have shops and you didn't have supermarkets, so you had to make it yourself so that everything from an agricultural point had to happen. It also uses the word daily. And it's a difficult word to translate apparently, but most likely it means for the coming day. Jesus instructs his disciples to give us today our bread that we need for today. That sounds a bit redundant to Western listeners and readers, but it is an urgent petition for those that lived hand to mouth, which most people did then. The idea of God giving food in no way diminishes our responsibility to work, but it says, God, can you make things happen so that we have what we need to do what we have to do? It goes on further and says, forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. Wow. In addition to physical provisions, we also need forgiveness of sin. I suppose some people would say these days that this is a mental health issue. The word for debt in the Greek means sin or transgression. Here, it's conceived as something that we need to deal with. And some have taken the second clause to mean our forgiveness is a real cause of God's forgiveness, that God's forgiveness must be earned by our own forgiving of other people. And we can't say that though. But we must distinguish between the concept of earning forgiveness and adopting the attitude that we are forgiven. How does that work for you? How do you feel when someone's wronged you? How do you feel when you put yourself in a place where you go, I need to forgive this person? Do you do that on your own bat, or do you do it with God's understanding? Think about those things. Bless you.